My handle is the Waddy Cracker, the progenitor of all the nerd rap that you're hearing today. There was a time in my life when the ladies didn't dig me, I didn't get laid, and I didn't have a big screen. Now they line up to see me, asking for a freebie. Cool down, be less needy, we're a little greedy. Back in the day when no one cared, sitting in our basements, face it, hacking on computers, disassembling stuff. Paid off in the end, now who got it rough? The beauty of the bard and the world of the Switch make a new generation of us geeksters rich. We own those that made fun of us, tried to make a run at us, beat us up in class, said yeah there's a ton of us. Who's laughing now? Cause most of us your bosses. The rest of you are flipping burgers, smelling secret sauces. Yeah. This is the life of a mega nerd, baby. We doing things and we making it happen, right? From the trash 80 to a black Mercedes, no one can stop us now, cause we're keeping it nerdy nice. This is the life of a mega nerd, baby. We doing things and we making it happen, right? From the trash 80 to a black Mercedes, no one can stop us now, cause we keeping it nerdy nice. I hated gym, cause I never was athletic. I played a couple sports just to keep it copacetic.
Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. I'm in the car right now, moving out, just graduated from RPI today. Had the graduation ceremony. It was pretty boring. It was really cold today, so the luncheon afterwards was kind of ruined. And clearly it's rainy, you can see that. So, you know, it was okay, but that's done, so I'm guy for a long time now. And just heading back home, then be home for a little while, and then head out to California. I got an apartment lined up for when I head out there. That happened this past week. You know, it seems like it should be pretty nice, so we'll see. I'll definitely do a tour when I get out there. Although this might be the last thing that's actually branded as Tim's Vlog, or maybe this will be the end of season 1 or something. This is the first one. For the dedicated listeners, you might remember that the first vlog was done on, the first two were done on my trip out at the beginning of the semester. So, and this is the semester trip back, so, you know, kind of a nice clean season there. Then maybe I'll rename it or just call it season 2 when, you know, the next time I do one after this trip. So, I got the apartment out there. I didn't get to see the apartment itself because it's being renovated, but it should be nice. I don't know who my neighbors are going to be, but their apartments should be pretty similar to mine, so maybe we'll have that in common, we'll have the building in common. You know, maybe I get to know them that way and be like, oh yeah, your sink does that too, or something like that. You know, it could be a nice icebreaker. You know, I guess I'd have to be inside of their house with them at their sink to be able to bring something like that up. But you know, you never know. Opportunities, you gotta take them when they arrive. That's always been my motto. It's just opportunities, 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 opportunities. You know, I mean, we'll see what they're like. I don't know. Maybe they'll be a family. Maybe it'll be just another single person. Maybe it'll be my new best friend. You know, I don't know. Maybe it'll be someone I hate. Could be. Don't want to rule that out, you know, because it could be. We're going to share a wall, so maybe we'll have parties that, you know, maybe don't always agree, but that we get along okay otherwise, you know, and it just forms an okay relationship. Who knows? You know, I mean, it literally could be anything. It could be an empty apartment, although probably not, because They only had the one opening when I took it. You know, it could be Baby Genius movie. There was the Baby Geniuses from how that worked. I think they escaped from like a secret government experiment or something like that. So maybe they escaped and they're now living. You know, they're geniuses, so they can make the money to afford it. Because otherwise, a baby couldn't make any money. It'll be who were babies when they filmed Baby Geniuses, and now that movie was like from the mid-90s. High school students live together, you know, they form a bond and they've been friends, and they're all going to live. I don't know if they're actually geniuses. I don't know if they just got any old baby actor for that movie, or if they were not necessarily the extent shown in that movie, but they had, you know, enough mental capabilities that they could really play the part of a baby genius convincingly. You know, maybe they required that. All these actors who are now, you know, young college high schoolers, maybe they're what we might now actually consider to be a genius. Not just a genius for a baby, but an actual genius. You know, live next to 5 or 10 geniuses. I mean, 5 or man. So, you know, maybe I don't know how quiet enough. You know, maybe it'd be fun to live next to that many people. It would be less lonely, I guess. You know. Because there's always going to be someone there, unless maybe they all stick together, like they can't even be out of the same room, so attached. So, you know, one would be like, we'll get our things and we'll all go to the store together. Maybe it's that type of a deal, I don't know. And then maybe got surgery to become quintuplets. Maybe they the same blood type, maybe they just connected part of their flesh and connected some veins through, and they'd be blood brothers in that way, you know. And then they could, they would have to always maybe have more of an excuse than just their teenagers who are overly attached with no real excuse for being that attached. And, you know, because, I mean, I guess you still need an excuse because it's obviously would be an optional surgery to attach the 5 of them together. Of course, because, well, you know, I don't want to rule out possibility in a condition where one of them has some issue with their blood, but it's bad enough that they need 4 other people to so that all 5 of them can survive. So maybe it wasn't an optimal surgery. Maybe they really had to get that surgery, or, you know, the one of them would have died blood transplant. I don't want to rule that out. Like, that's definitely it's medically impossible. Then as I don't know that it's not impossible. So as far as I'm concerned, it is a possibility. So it's necessary that it's possible. I mean, if you're familiar with modal logic, that's how you might phrase that. And, you know, maybe they even changed their name. You know, maybe, I don't know if polygamy's legal in California. Maybe they're all sort of in this, or maybe they're classified as the same person legally. And then the 1 bedroom makes sense. The 1 bedroom apartment that would be next to mine, because then it is 1 person, and you don't have multiple bedrooms for 1 person. I don't know if this is still recording. I'm going to restart it and just place these together. Alright, well, we'll just keep going. I don't know what happened. I got a notification that the process had crashed. But it seems that the video recorded. So we'll just keep going. I'll do it in smaller chunks and then just splice it together. Yeah, so my best guess is that the 5 of the baby actors from Baby Geniuses, 1, grew up, were really attached growing up, One of them had a medical condition where there's something was wrong with their blood. And they had to sort of splice all of their, you know, vein networks together in order to save the one. And then now they live in this one-bedroom apartment in Mountain View next to mine, and I'm going to meet them. And you know, I said it's possible that my next door neighbor might be a good friend, or it might end up being an enemy, or it might end up being someone that I just, you know, sort of know and get along with a little bit. You know, that's probably, there'll be one of each of those. There'll be one of the conjoined quintuplets with whom I will become very good friends, and we'll get along really well. And one of them, it'll, you know, kind of just a casual neighbor, you know, nod in the hallway, that kind of a thing. One of them will be a family. I said it could be a family, you know, with a kid or something like that. And then they kind of know me as the cool young guy next door. One of them will be an empty apartment, will be nobody, will not be a person. Because, you know, it had possibilities. And will be my worst enemy. I will hate this person. Awkward, because they're conjoined. Accepted all of these people simultaneously, or not at all. You know, it's all or nothing, legally, and physically, spiritually. So then I have this responsibility myself then to figure out, I can't just hang out with the ones I like and not the ones I don't like, or, you know, mix and match whatever I'm in the mood for. I have to really, you know, work with this notion that it's going to be a good friend of mine, but there's also my worst enemy, always with him or her, you know? And that might create some conflict, you know? We'll have to see what happens, you know? If I get romantically involved with one of them, then how's that going to work out? You know, I don't know. It gets complicated. So, you know, and then still one of them, you know? Because that's not a possibility. I can't rule that out. Of course I can't rule that out. You know, then so I get married to one of them. I'm going to get married to one of them, and then I'm married to all of them. I'm married to my worst enemy, and I'm married to my best friend, and I'm married to a family, and I'm married to this person who's not a person. And I'm married to this person I don't even know very well. And well, one of those would be a person who I would actually be, the reason I'm marrying, the person I would fall in love with, I guess, in this scenario. We'll call her Sally. So I fall in love with Sally, who's one of the 5. And then, you know, my best friend, Brandon, is also conjoined. They're conjoined. And then, you know, and then there's all these other people. There's the family, which we'll call, I don't know, the Pattersons. And then there's this nobody, this person who's not a person, who would be an empty apartment if he was the only one in the apartment. You know, he can't have a name because a non-person can't have a name. You know, so there's all these people, Sally, Brandon, the Pattersons, no name, which is not his name, it's just a representation of his name. A representation of him, a label for him, or it. And then this person I only kind of know, I'm not sure what their name is, but I don't know, you know. And maybe there's like a foreign person, and so it's a little bit harder for me to remember the name because I would only choose once or twice. You say it's some Indian person, and you know, I think it's Nikhil, because it's not a name I'm familiar with, so it doesn't. I have to remember it more specifically than if it was just some name that I already, Brandon or Sally. So I get married to Sally, and then I'm basically married to all these people. And, I don't know how that would work out, because then, yeah, Brandon, it's cool we get to work, but then, you know, then my worst enemy, well, I guess there's 6 around in this scenario all of a sudden, instead of 5, so it's conjoined sextuplets, and worst enemy is named, I guess it should be a female to even out the Vivian or something. You know, I hate Vivian. I can't stand Vivian. But now I'm married to Vivian, you know, and I'm married to Brandon, and I'm Kel or Nikhil or you know whatever this person's name is. I don't even know because I barely know this person. But I'm married to Sally, which is nice, and I'm married to the Pattersons, which is weird because now I'm kind of married to a child, and that's not right. I can't be comfortable with that. That's not something that's appropriate. You know, and I don't know how you know they're conjoined. But being conjoined, you know, having lined up, that's a pairwise relationship. So are they conjoined in a line, or there's the 6 of them in a line, and in what order, or, you know, are they in a circle, you know, a cycle? You know, what 6-noted graph are these people? Is it K6? Is it K33? Is it, I don't even know anything as long as it's connected, because if it wasn't, it would, you know, then it wouldn't be conjoined sextuplets, it would be 2 sets of conjoined siblings of or some number of conjoined 6 individuals, but then it couldn't be, is what I'm saying. So there are so many possibilities. It's just this one that's going to happen. And then, if they're even well known, is there a convention that then they go to, or do they get recognized on the street all the time? Am I just going to be, you know, the husband of one of the babies from Baby? Is that all I'll be now? I don't know. Who's a famous person who's married to a non-famous person, and then the non-famous person? You know, like Conan. Am I going to be that person that is always sort of able to go out and not be recognized, but then if I'm with a person, then all of a sudden it's different, and that's stressful, you know? And there's already plenty of friction, you know? I don't need more friction. Because you know, there's already people of varying amounts of compatibility with me. That's difficult to deal with. I don't know how we're going to deal with that. You know, and what if we start... Is there going to be a children? Is it automatically going to give birth to another conjoined sextuplet, where there's different depending on, you know, if it works out biologically, it doesn't make any. Yeah, so that'll be my roommate situation. Coming up, you know, like a month, less than a month away, 3 weeks really. And then, you know, I'll fill you guys in on how all that goes, of course. You know, it'll be, surely it'll be stressful at times, and you know, invite everyone to that. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll do what we can. And we'll see how it goes. So that's the neighbor situation. That topic, by the way, that was suggested by Nick Galehouse. He recommended for a topic of conversation I talk about my neighbor at my apartment, which is a great topic. I mean, really probably the best vlog I've done, just based on how it's going so far. It's solid. Solid vlog. So yeah, I'm all done at school. You know, who knows when I'll be back. Could be a long time. You know, since I'm going to be so far away, it's hard to imagine ever getting back and just sort of, you know, recreationally. But, you know, maybe I'll get back. Like if I'm on campus doing recruiting for Google or something like that, you know, at the career fair. That that'd be fun. But yeah, there's a lot of people gonna be out in the Bay Area nearby. People I know from RPI, so it's almost like I'm bringing RPI with me. But not quite. That's not actually at all correct. But yeah, there's a handful of people, a lot of help desk consultants, former and current, will be out there. We'll see them. We'll hang out, I'm sure, occasionally. And I might hang out with my roommates or my neighbors. The 7 of us might go see how everything's going. Unfortunately, Nick only gave me the one top. He wanted me to talk about like race and stuff. I don't want to talk about that. It might be a little controversial for this show. This is a laid back type of show. Maybe on my other show that I do, I can talk about race, And what is there even to talk about? So, skip that entirely. Just dodge that, move on. Alright, so to wrap up this episode, and I'll probably put this part somewhere in the middle. I'm just gonna, some people I know who may have indicated that they have seen an episode or two of my blog. I'm gonna address you people one by one, ask you a question only you'll know the answer to, and then get back to me, and I'll see if you watch this episode, just to, see what comes back to me. So I'll start with Gale House. David, was my roommate until today. We broke that off. If you're watching, what did the girls have the unmitigated gall to do? Now, we think probably only David and maybe one or two other people would be able to answer that question with the answer I'm looking for. There might be multiple correct answers, but you'll know what I'm talking about. So, see if you can answer that for me. Nick Gillhouse. I don't know what I could ask you that David wouldn't also know the answer to. Yeah, I don't know. So I'll just accept the fact that David might cheat and answer this for you, and say, who's Brody? Tell me who Brody is. See if you can do that for me. My mom. Mom, if you're watching this, what was the game that we played on the train this past week that made you cry from laughing? Just describe the game. Get back to me. My dad probably has the best chance of actually watching this. Let's see, Joe. I'm not sure if you'll remember this. Who's one of the two players I got an autograph from at training camp, Patriots training camp last summer. Get back to me with that. You might not remember that off the top of your head, though. Let's see, Kate, my sister, in Cruising Exotica. What are our two characters' names? Get back to me. See if you can get that. Let's see, who else has mentioned to me in my vlogs? Nick from Help Desk, Nick Timikandu. Let's see. On what occasion did a friend of ours get sick, and on what or on whom did he get sick? Yeah, that's probably a good question. Sarah Beth, I know you watched, maybe you didn't watch any, but you mentioned it. Oh, I got a good one. Where did this come from? Cool. Alright. Interns. Fact said, interns have commented. Steven. Okay. Remember that time me, you, and a meme, we went to lunch? I think I had been playing, I don't remember what you had been playing, I had been playing Saints Row 3. We went and got lunch or dinner. What restaurant did we go to? Deanna, you've commented on these before. Who did you tell me you don't like? There's a person you don't like, you told me. Tell me who that is. And also, what embarrassing thing happened at the beach that was, according to me, your fault, and according to you, my fault? People who drive slow in the left lane, they're the worst. New no-no, you drive slow in the left lane, then I should have to buy your gas for you for your trip, your next fill up, your next tank. Back to people who might have seen my videos, because that's really the compelling part here. What are we, 10 minutes in now? Kelly from Help Desk, Kelly Burkhart. Commented on my live stream. So, alright, we'll play a little loose then. What did I need your help with that you tried to help me with and we never figured it out? Okay? I think that's pretty much everyone who's ever mentioned my vlogs to me, and I assume nobody else watches them, because it would be insane to watch all of this. I mean, this one alone is almost 14 minutes long, and it's completely useless. And this is going to be a part of a longer one. It's going to be like a 35-minute long vlog. No one should watch that. So I assume no one else has ever watched though. And I'll get back to the roommate discussion now.